Again, welcome to our March Madness episode tonight. So tonight we are actually gonna go ahead and actually go show and reveal. Sorry, our actual first and second rounds. We'll actually start with Mr. Adrian, so we can go ahead and wake him up a little bit. Go ahead and get you started. So, again, we'll go from west, east, south, Midwest. Just kind of like the same thing that we're going. Or just go ahead and just have Mr. Agent go over his actual bracket. We'll start with the West. Go ahead.
What's that? Do you just want me to do the first round?
Yeah, just first round.
Okay, first round. So yeah, I mean, obviously, Gonzaga, Norfolk. Norfolk's gonna take it. Sorry, Gonzaga's gonna take it.
Upset.
Whoa, super upset over there.
Upset of all time, dude.
That's upset of
That's
the century.
Appalachian Mountain stuff.
Not even that one's would be as good as this. Oklahoma versus Missouri, gonna be a really good game. I have Oklahoma winning just because they're Big 12, and they've had Texas Tech, Oklahoma State, Baylor. They've been competitive. So, and then I have Creighton winning. And only because Creighton is also in the same, where they ranked 2 or something in the ACC
in the tournament.
Or Big East,
Big
right?
East.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it's Big East anymore, but yes, the Big East essentially. Yes, you're right.
Yeah, and they lost to Georgetown. So, but I think they're still a good team, and obviously they're playing number 12, and I just went on that number. Virginia, Ohio, Virginia, just because they're a really good team, I think.
Oh, it is Big East.
And it is a Big East, right?
Yeah. I thought they changed it, but no, it's still Big East.
USC versus Wichita State. I mean, USC. I mean, they pretty deep in the Pac-12 tournament as well. Kansas versus, is that Eastern Washington?
Yeah, Eastern Washington, because it's Eastern Washington.
I mean, that's a hard one. Again, obviously Kansas, and obviously just to point out that Kansas is also in the Big 12, and again, there's like 8 teams in the whole Big 12's in this tournament. It's pretty crazy. I mean, not really, but I mean, they're just missing Iowa. Is Iowa in here?
Iowa State.
Like a couple of games down. Iowa State didn't make it, and Kansas State didn't make it.
Yeah, so everyone's in here. It's a family reunion.
Did TCU make it?
TCU.
Oh yeah, TCU. That's right. Who cares about that school though? Oregon versus VCU. I picked Oregon because of the Pac-12 tournament. I don't really know much about VCU this year, actually, to be honest. I mean, they might win. Who knows? I don't know. And Iowa versus.
We're getting there. We're getting there, buddy.
Versus who?
I don't even know who that team is.
Grand Canyon University.
Grand Canyon University. I mean, I picked Iowa. That was just their number 2. So, and obviously, again, same thing with all the other Big 12 teams.
All right, Mr. Tosco.
It's Coach Tosco to you.
It's Coach Tosco. My bad.
Recognize.
Coach Tosco, it is your turn to go ahead. We'll go and start with the West.
So, I have Gonzaga versus Norfolk. I have Gonzaga winning. Oklahoma, Missouri. I have Missouri winning that game. I feel that Oklahoma was a bit overrated. They did contend, but I think Missouri also contend pretty well in the SEC. Obviously, SEC not as good as the Big 12 this year, but they're competitive. But I think Missouri is going to win that one. Then Creighton versus California Santa Barbara. I'm going to go with California Santa Barbara here. I'm going to have the 12 over the 5 in this region, only because of the controversy that's been surrounding Creighton over this last month when their coach went and said something stupid. And then them going into the Big East tournament and then losing to Georgetown, when they were clearly the better team, I think that it's going to affect them. And that's, every year there's always a 12 over 5, and I think this is my 12 over 5 this year. So I'm going to go California Santa Barbara. Then Virginia to beat Ohio, USC to beat Drake, because Drake won over Wichita State. USC to beat Drake. Then I have Kansas over Eastern Washington. I also have Oregon over VCU. VCU, there wasn't a lot on them. You're right. I saw them in that conference tournament versus the final versus St. Bonaventure, and they did not look great. So I'm going to go with Oregon, and then Iowa. Obviously, Iowa with Luka Garza, one of the better teams this year. If Luka Garza's on, if the team's on, that team can be unstoppable. But yeah, those are my picks for the West.
Nice. So, anything that pops out for you, Mr. Superfan Art, Mr. Crack AV?
No, pretty straightforward around the board. No big surprise upsets. Obviously, OU sucks, so way to go, Missouri. Rooting for you guys. And props to our producer, Crack AV. You're looking like a little Baker Mayfield over there.
I really tried for this March Madness episode. I just have one major upset, and that's Kansas going down in the first round to Eastern Washington. At least that's what's going on in my bracket. I know every bracket's different.
No, I mean, it's happened before. Kansas has gone out early.
Yeah.
So that's not a crazy pick. They haven't played in a while. They've had those COVID issues, so we'll see.
Aren't they like two players like in question?
I think so. There's a couple of players in question.
Yeah, so all right, Tosco, so we'll go ahead and have you go, in this case, go over the East. Go for it.
So Michigan over Texas Southern. I have St. Bonaventure beating LSU in the 9-8 matchup. I have Colorado beating Georgetown.
Scandalous.
Yeah, dang, okay.
I have Florida State beating UNC Greensboro. I have BYU beating the winner of Michigan State UCLA, who is tied right now with 16 seconds left. I have Texas beating Abilene Christian. I have Maryland, the 10 seed beating UConn, the 7 seed. And I have Alabama beating Iowa.
Nice. All right. Adrian, talk to me, bro.
What's up? Okay, so we got Michigan beating St. Mary's. Easy. I have St. Bonaventure beating LSU. Easy. LSU sucks. Colorado, Georgetown. I have Georgetown actually winning that game because I want Georgetown to go super far. It's more of a hopeful thing. And I want them to be
part of your hopes and dreams.
I want them to play Texas Tech in the championship.
Okay.
Florida State taking it all the way. I mean, not all the way. Sorry, to the next round. BYU, Michigan State.
Oh, right now they're tied.
No. Michigan State. I have Michigan State winning that one. No, I have BYU winning. Texas versus Abilene. That's going to be a good game to watch for all the Texas fans. So that you guys can actually finally go to sleep and enjoy the
God.
and actually wake up and be like, oh, they won finally. Next game,
Okay,
Connecticut versus Maryland.
Big 12
I have
championship,
Connecticut
bye.
winning,
Big
but
12 championship. Bye. Go.
so
Yeah,
Connecticut, Maryland. I have Connecticut winning. Yeah, but I kind of like Maryland. And they could probably win that game, but who knows?
You like
We'll
it
see.
because I said it. Okay, cool. Thanks.
You said that?
I picked Maryland. Yes.
Oh, I picked Connecticut, so whatever. And Alabama, Iona. Obviously Alabama. I think they just ran.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like 100-0 probably, but maybe it's 50-50.
You never know. You gotta tune in.
You never know. You have to watch the game to find out what happens.